bathroom.
You did.
I went to sleep again and I woke up and you still weren't there. I couldn't think where you were.
For some reason I felt wide awake. Thought I'd have a cigarette.
More than one.
Oh, Brian, if you're going to start counting how many cigarettes
No, I just meant you must have been here longer than you thought.
I started to read, and I suppose I just couldn't put it down.
Didn't you start that once and give up?
Go back to bed, Brian.
Are you coming?
I think I'll have a cup of tea first.
Oh, here, let me make it. I'll have one with you.
Brian, you've got to go to work in the morning, and I don't. Now go and get some sleep.
Wow. Don't be long.
No, I shan't be long.
I'm going now.
I'm going to tea with your mother today. Did I tell you?
No. Do you want me to pick you up?
Oh, that'd be nice.
I saw Mother yesterday,
When?
after I went to the depot.
Oh, you didn't say where. I assumed you'd been delayed or something.
Jill, I don't want another shouting match, but there's something you have to understand. Whatever difficulties we have are between the two of us, and I'd rather you didn't gossip about it all over the place. Is that clear?
I haven't gossiped.
You went running with your version to Mother, which is pretty one-sided, to put it mildly. And Mother couldn't resist meddling as usual. Didn't you realise when she decided to lecture Julie, she was bound to make matters worse?
I see. Julie's been complaining, has she?
Not complaining, no. She thought it was funny. I don't.
Look, David, I'm very close to your mother. I love her. I know she cares about me. Can't you understand how very much alone I felt lately?
Jill, I don't like being talked about. I don't like the idea of our private life being put on show.
But it wasn't like
We
that
don't stand a
before.
chance if we can't work things out for ourselves. I'll see you at Mother's.
Well, here's your tea, but you must have some breakfast.
Mother, I haven't got time. I don't know when I last overslept.
It was 3 o'clock in the morning when I heard you come in. Where had you been until that hour? Oh, well, boiled eggs. That won't take long.
Mother, stop fussing. I'll get something at the depot.
Hello, I'm not too early, am I? No. Is everything all right?
Yes, it's quite all right.
I thought I'd better be at the bank as soon as I don't.
Well, if you must rush off and ruin your digestion, Edward, you must.
Hello.
Good morning. You're up and about early.
Yes,
I have to go to the bank, and Barbara very kindly offered to drive me.
Well, I must go. I'll see you later, Mother. Cheerio, Barbara.
Bye.
Thank you for covering up for me so quickly.
I've had a lot of practice.
I wonder why you were making so many faces at me in the hall. You don't think he guessed anything, do you?
No, all he was worrying about was getting to work. Now, here is the balance you need. They'll withdraw the court order as soon as they receive your cheque.
I don't know how to thank you.
You don't have to.
You're so kind to me.
Nonsense, child. Nonsense.
We will pay you back somehow, really we will.
There's only one thing I want, that this remain between the two of us, just you and me.
Yes, well, I've told Johnny that I borrowed the money against the will.
Well, that's true. It's no more than an advance against the money you'll receive from the estate when I die.
Don't say things like that.
Well, it's true. Anyway, Barbara, I don't like asking you to keep secrets from your mother, but...
I'd rather she didn't know. Not about this.
So would I. She might misunderstand. Now, we'll have a cup of tea, and then you can drive me to the bank.
Oh, you really have to go yourself.
No, but I like what I say to be true, even if it starts off as a lie.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you feeling now?
Much the same as I usually feel first thing in the morning.
Look, time's getting on. Is there anything I can do on my way home? The shopping or something?
Look, I'm perfectly all right, Brian. Now you go to work. to school.
Oh, I see.
Brian's just leaving.
Now, perhaps you should have a rest this afternoon.
Yes, perhaps I will. Now, you go. You'll be late.
See you later. Bye, Pamela.
Bye.
Oh, he will keep going on.
I expect he's concerned about
I
you.
only wish I could react. I keep thinking of Brian's good qualities, and he is full of them. Boringly full of them.
I think he's a nice, rather kind man who doesn't understand you very well.
I don't understand myself. Do you want some coffee?
No, thank you. I can't stay very long. You said you wanted to talk to me.
I know the truth. We shouldn't be married at all. There is something missing in me. I lack for nothing. And Brian does nothing wrong, does he?
No.
Nicholas Fox isn't kind, I know that. Oh, he's self-seeking, self-centered, just like I am, but I don't want a good man. If I see kindness and consideration, my instinct is just to stamp it out. God knows what Brian sees in me.
You don't look at all well.
I'm not sleeping for a start, and that doesn't help.
Well, you can't go on like this. Why don't you go and see a doctor?
Now, I wondered about that. Do you think I should?
Well, of course, if you're not sleeping. Who's listing one?
Well, I go to a private doctor, a woman. She's very good. I'll ring her. See if she can fit me in this morning. Can you come and see me on your way home?
It might be better if I didn't.
Why?
I don't think it would do any good.
Look, I want you to.
I lay awake last night thinking about the things we'd said, or I'd said. I went much too far. I've no right to tell you what to do.
That's exactly what I need.
Even if you ignore every word I say?
That's just how it seems, but left on my own, I simply go round and round in circles. I thought about what you'd said, too.
You see, I don't think that I'm of any help.
But you are. I need somebody to talk to, and even if it seems that I don't listen to what you're saying, I know that you're telling me the truth, and I just need you to go on telling me. Please, do come.
There's a staff meeting tonight.
Well, afterwards, when it's all over. Please. Just for a little while.
What time are you thinking of lunching today?
I don't know why.
I've asked Barbara to have lunch with me. I've been thinking about what you said, that Johnny may be in serious money trouble. I want to talk to her about it.
So you'd like to be left alone with it?
It's for half an hour, if you don't mind.
I'll have a quiet word with the others and make sure that they lunch late.
She didn't want to see me. I've only just managed to get hold of her. I rang her this morning. She was out somewhere.
Oh, she turned up at home this morning.
This morning?
Yes. Yes, 8:30, 8:45. I'd slept late.
Why?
Well, after we got back from Dover, it was 2 o'clock, and then you offered me coffee, so...
No, Barbara.
Oh, I think Mother wanted to go to the bank or something.
Oh, is that coffee still hot?
I'll get it.
Thanks. Ted, you can sign this letter now.
Are you sure it's all right?
Well, I've seen the two that matter, our bank and the main finance house. Well, the bank can see for themselves how healthy our cash flow is, and the provisional interim figures helped, of course. Now, you can sign with a clear conscience, Ted.
Any left for me?
Might work in the canteen.
At least you know you can always get an alternative job.
Thank you.
Dave? Remember I said that we'd soon be in a position to release Jill's guarantee?
Yes, and every time I raise it, soon becomes later. When is later? Never?
No. Now. Formal confirmation that we no longer need Jill's guarantee to cover our loans and overdrafts.
David, you will tell her how much we appreciate it, won't you? We wouldn't be in business now if it wasn't for Jill. And we all know it.
Yes, I will.
Dave, there's been a good deal of friction between us, and I want you to know that I'm sorry for my part in the difficulties we've had. We should be working together, not pulling against each other. From now on, I'm sure we shall.
Well, I hope we will.
The lady with the trolley said you were having coffee in here, and I wonder if you'd mind if I joined you.
No, of course not.
I'll get it.
Thanks.
What, no cameras draped round your neck this morning?
Oh, I'm standing in for Nick.
Where's he?
It's in Europe, Brussels, I think.
Yes, that's right, for 3 weeks. Oh, thanks. We've been chatting up a freelance writer, and he's half brainwashed into thinking he ought to do a feature on Hammond Transport. Oh, that's not the trade mag I mentioned. This is for the general market. Anyway, I've brought him along, and he'll have a look round and see if he can work something out. Then try and interest an editor.
That sounds like a good idea. Where is it?
In the yard. I introduced him to Bill Riley and left them together. I told Bill to find something exciting for him.
It's designed with the driver in mind, you see. I mean, that's the great thing about it. Now, you've got power steering for ease of manoeuvrability, good forward-looking visibility, and them large rear-view mirrors. It's like having eyes in the back of your head, if you follow me. Ah, and then there's shock absorbers, right? All round, mind you. Very handy if you're on heavy braking. And these seats are fully adjustable.
Yes, yes, fascinating. But you see, Bill, the feature wouldn't really be about lorries. That's just background.
Well, you've got to know what you're writing about, though.
Sure, I've got all that.
Ah, well, then there's the rigids. Now, they're different again.
What?
Rigids, as against the Arctics.
Oh, Bill, hang about, will you? What I'm looking for is something I can sell to an editor. All the interesting and exciting things that happen.
Oh, there's not a lot of them. You load up at one place, you drive to another.
Well, there must be something.
How do you mean?
I don't know. Valuable loads, the tension as you drive along, wondering if you're going to be hijacked, that sort of thing.
No, it's not like that. You never think it's going to happen to you, that's the trouble.
Have you ever been hijacked?
Aye. Not long ago.
How?
I made a lot of damn silly mistakes.
No, I mean, what happened?
Well, I said in the local paper that I'd spent some time with the police, helping them with their inquiries.
They didn't suspect you, did they?
Ah, they did. Still do, for all I know. The fellows who did it had never been caught.
Wants to talk to you.
I'll be in my office. Oh, Dave, I'll be seeing Jill very soon, of course, and I'll thank her personally. But would you make sure that you tell her that we're very grateful?
Yes.
I'm sure she deserves it, but why all the gratitude? You must be very pleased.
Yes.
All your problems solved, wouldn't you say so?
Not entirely.
Oh, don't you feel a sense of release? Of new won freedom? No. Perhaps you don't. Perhaps nothing seems any different.
Oh, you're here, Mr. David. Will you come and get this writer fella off my back?
What's the matter, Bill? Is he being difficult?
Well, it's not that, Miss Lane, but nothing I say seems to be right. I mean, all I know is about lorries, and that's the last thing he wants to talk
All
about.
right, Bill, we'll come and relieve you.
Right.
Colin's so naughty about doing his research. Come on, let's go and try and sort something out that he might be able to put in print.
Come in, Mrs. Hammond. Thank you, Doctor. It's very kind of you to fit me in like this at such short notice.
Not at all. I had a cancellation, so I have half an hour for you. Oh, do sit down.
It won't take that long.
Well, what's the trouble?
I'm not sleeping very well.
You see.
Usually I sleep like a log, but lately, well, I seem to lie awake for hours, and then I doze off just when it's getting light, and of course, when I wake up, I feel worse than ever. I wondered if perhaps you could give me something.
You haven't had this trouble before?
No.
Any pain? Headaches, for example?
No.
How long have you experienced this difficulty?
Well, I suppose it's been a month or so, on and off, but this last week, I've hardly slept at all, and I feel so tired I can hardly drag myself around.
Mrs. Hammond, I'm sure you're aware of the general causes of sleeplessness. Anything you say to me is in complete confidence, of course. If you're under some stress or emotional tension, or if you're worried about anything...
Oh, no, it's nothing like that. I simply want something to help me to sleep, that's all.
I see you haven't had a general check for some time. You'd like to unbutton your blouse.
I'm perfectly well otherwise.
Is Mr. Hammond keeping well?
Very well.
And the children?
Fine.
When people have been married for a number of years, they sometimes experience a certain sameness, for lack of a better word.
One adjusts. Marriage can't be one long honeymoon.
So your relations with your husband...
I'm not complaining about my relations with my husband, Doctor. I'd know how to deal with that.
Did you manage to get the shop sorted out?
The shop? Oh, yes.
Did you find somewhere in Brighton?
No, we decided against that in the end.
We?
Johnny and me. We talked about it and... Well, that's what we thought.
What did Vince have to say about it?
He sort of dropped out of the picture.
I thought Johnny was in partnership with him.
No, not anymore.
What happened?
Oh, things just didn't work out, you know. Ooh. Like my new shoes?
Very nice. When'd you buy those?
On the way here. I needed a pair to go with the suit and I just couldn't resist them.
Did any of it work out?
What do you mean?
The shop, all Johnny's plans.
Well, Vince wasn't any good, and without him, Johnny just couldn't manage on his own, that's all.
So he was able to sell the shop as a going concern.
We disposed of it, yes.
Don't lie to me.
I'm not.
Barbara, I drove round the other day and the blinds were down. I went round again this morning, and there was an estate agent's board outside. I rang them. They said the shop was available because the previous tenants were in financial difficulties.
I said we disposed of it. Oh, it wasn't Johnny's fault, Mum. Except that he was too trusting and left too much to Vince. Well, it was a good idea. Vince hadn't conned Johnny.
Conned him, how?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Johnny was left liable for all the debts, is that it?
We made a mistake and we learnt something. Let's leave it at that.
I expect you lead a reasonably full social life.
Brian's business acquaintances, friends, that sort of thing.
Your husband's friends or yours?
Both. All my friends are known to my husband.
And does he like them as well?
Yes.
Mrs. Hammond, sometimes a particular problem can prey on the mind. If it seems insoluble, it becomes hard to sleep. It often helps to talk it over with someone impartial. Now, I may not be the right person if it isn't a medical problem in the first place. Well, this will help you to sleep.
Thank you.
Don't exceed the stated dose. Treat them with caution. Alcohol and drugs like this don't go together, of course.
Yeah, I understand that.
If you prefer to talk to someone else, let me know and I'll put you in touch.
Doctor, everybody has problems, and I'm no exception. But I am the only one who can deal with mine. And I shall feel much more able to sort things out when I'm not dazed from lack of sleep all the time.
It's not a good idea to become dependent on sleeping pills, that's all. If you'd like to come and see me again, I'm always available.
Stop interfering, Mum. It's nothing to do with you. I am married now.
You're still my daughter.
God, you seem to have been chanting that refrain all my life.
Don't speak to me like that.
And there's another refrain. Well, what do you expect? You drag me down here, and it's not because you want to see me, but because you want to poke and pry into my private life.
Barbara, don't you understand? If you've got debts, you're liable to be sued, taken to court.
We haven't. It's all been taken care of.
You borrowed money. Who from? The bank?
No.
You didn't go to Mr. Castle and try and raise money against your father's will.
Yes, I did go and see him. But he put me off.
Barbara, I want to know who you borrowed the money from.
Mum, we made some private arrangements, and how we did it is our business and not yours.
With enough left over to buy new shoes?
Oh, I used my credit card.
A credit card isn't a plastic Santa Claus. You'll have to pay in a month's time.
And I will. I'm getting a job. Now, will you please let me lead my own life?
Oh, I'd love a drink.
Oh, hello. You know Jennifer's daughter, Barbara Trent, Julie Lane.
How do you do?
Hello. I'm sorry I have to rush off. I promised to meet my husband. Bye, Mum.
Sorry, you had finished.
Yes.
Ted said to leave it till after 1 o'clock.
It's all right, David. Excuse me. I'd like to take the afternoon off. I've cleared my desk. Is that all right?
Yes, of course.
Well, Mr. Anderson's coming in at 3 about the warehouse shelving.
Well, I can see him for you.
And Bill Riley left a message. He wants to see you.
Right.
I think that's all.
Jenny, what's wrong?
I'd like some free time to deal with a private matter, if that's not too much to ask.
Jenny?
I'm sorry.
Well, is it me? Have I done something?
No, Edward, it's not you.
I mean, I thought that Sunday was...
It was one of the nicest days I've ever had in my life.
Me too. Only I thought that after that, maybe you and I could... well,
Let's not talk about it now.
Jenny, I thought we were close to each other.
Yes, we were.
Well, in that case, anything that's troubling you, it's my worry too.
I'm sorry, Edward. This is something I can't tell anyone about. Not even you.
Will I see you tonight?
I'd rather not, if you don't mind. I'm sorry, I must go.
How are things on the home front?
All right.
You'll be able to have lots of fun now together, won't you? Spending that, what is it, £100,000? Oh, A nice new penthouse for her, a nice new coupe for you.
Julie, shut up.
Oh, sorry, I thought you'd like a coupe as a present. I'm sure you give Jill presents. What's the difference?
I don't know, but there is one. And don't tell me that's illogical. It's how I feel.
Resentment, even at the prospect. And at the same time, you're in love with her. Married love is a funny thing, I must say.
Julie, I don't know what you think you're achieving by trying to needle me all the time.
You have a very sensitive skin, David. What did I say?
Look, thanks to this damned advertising contract, we've got to work together. Let's try and do just that and forget anything else, shall we?
David, all we have is a working relationship. Whatever gave you the idea there was anything else?
Carry your shopping bags, miss.
Nicholas!
You've been buying the shop again?
Oh, well, we just seem to run out of everything at once. Oh, what are you doing here?
Tell you inside, shall I?
I thought you were going to be away for the next 3 weeks.
I had to come back for a meeting in London. Do you know, it only takes 55 minutes from Brussels by plane.
When is the meeting? This afternoon?
Tomorrow morning. Shall we stay here? Or go out somewhere?
I don't think here would be a very good idea.
Do you feel like going for a swim?
Come in.
Thank you.
Do sit down. I wish you'd telephone me first, Miss Kingsley. I'm expecting my daughter-in-law soon.
This won't take long.
Well?
You've met Johnny, Barbara's husband.
Yes. A very pleasant young man.
You know he's had to close his shop.
Boutique, I think he liked to call it.
Since he's gone out of business, I don't think it much matters what it's called.
Well, I'm sure he'll be more careful next time in choosing his associates.
Did Barbara approach you to lend her money?
No.
Mrs. Hammond, I want the truth.
I'm telling you the truth, Miss Kingsley. Barbara did not approach me. Now, if that's all, I have a great deal to do.
No. Perhaps she didn't ask you. Perhaps you wormed it out of her. And then offered to lend her money. Is that how it was?
I can't imagine why you jumped to such a conclusion.
Everything points to you. And if I had any doubts, your face has just told me. How much was it?
Miss Kingsley, I don't think you quite understand.
Oh, yes, I do. Right from the beginning, you've set out to use Barbara.
That's not true.
To use her against me. Barbara's too young and trusting to see what you're doing, but I know. And so do you. I'm sure you think you're very clever. I think you're contemptible. The amount, please.
You're quite wrong, Miss Kingsley. You're wrong about everything.
I'd rather die than be in your debt.
You're not, and nor is Barbara.
What I dislike about you most, Mrs. Hammond, is the way you use people.
Will you please let me try to explain something?
Always for your own selfish ends.
Please, Miss Kingsley, will you let me speak? Whatever you may choose to believe, I have become deeply fond of Barbara. Perhaps in the beginning I did intend to use her, as you put it. Then I realized something. I loved my husband. And Barbara was not only his child, she had a great deal more of her father in her than her mother. That pleased me. I'd be lying if I said otherwise. It meant I could love her as a part of him.
If you'll let me know how much I owe you, I'll give you a cheque and go.
Miss Kingsley, let this remain between Barbara and me. Any help I've been able to provide has been gladly given and with no thought of my own ends. Now, please, I beg you.
If you refuse to say, I shall go to Johnny. He'll tell me.
Very well. If you insist.
I do.
In all, 5,000...
5,000.
And £12, to be precise.
Cleverer than I thought, Mrs. Hammond.
The amount doesn't matter. It's not important.
I understand now. I've underrated you. This is much more subtle than I'd imagined.
There's nothing subtle about it, Miss Kingsley. I'm not young. I have a heart condition. I don't know how much time I have left.
You can keep that sort of emotional blackmail for your family.
Will you please listen? Now, I have an income from the trust fund set up under my husband's will. You know that. It's quite sufficient for my needs. A small amount of capital of my own. The amount Barbara needed is not important. It was doing nothing anyway. Now, when I die, Barbara will receive half the residue from the estate anyway, so don't you see, Miss Kingsley? Barbara is under no obligation to me, and nor you. It doesn't matter.
It'll take me a little while to raise that amount of money, Mrs. Hammond, but you shall have it as soon as possible.
I don't want it back.
You've excelled yourself this time. You know that Edward and I have become very fond of each other. You've always hated the idea. Well, now you've managed to end it for good. You've always wanted to destroy any possibility of a relationship between Edward and myself. Now you've succeeded. You've achieved everything you set out to do.
Edward? What has Edward to do with this? I don't know what you're talking about.
How you live with the things you do, I don't know. I'm sure you're very pleased with yourself.
I'll let them know we're here. See you at the pool.
All right.
Over there. Shortcut. Perhaps I should have phoned. There's nobody in the house. Probably gone up to town, of course.
Oh. Well, we better go.
No, it's all right. They told me I can use the pool whenever I like. And they won't mind. It's Tony Bromley's place. Do you remember him? You met him at the party.
Oh, yes, I remember. Nick, when do you have to go back to Brussels?
After the meeting.
If you were simply a man I fancied, it would all be very easy.
Isn't it?
No.
Why not?
Where can I change?
Over there. I tried phoning you from the airport, but there was no answer.
Oh, I'd gone to see my doctor.
Why? What's wrong?
Oh, nothing serious. She was making strong suggestions that I should see a psychiatrist or a marriage guidance counsellor.
You think you should?
Oh, I don't need a psychiatrist to reveal myself to myself. I know perfectly well what the marriage guidance people would say.
Stop seeing him.
Of course. Nick, I'm a married woman with 2 children.
Wife and mother, I know. Which you find totally fulfilling. You're also something else. You're Anne. A unique person. There's been no one like you before, and there never will be again. Anne, you have one life, one chance to experience the things that you want. No more.
It's different for you. You're not married.
Have been.
What happened?
Relationships can be ended if they don't work out.
Did you have any children?
No. But don't you use your children, Anne. Young as they are, they're both away at boarding school. If you couldn't bear to be apart from them, they'd be at home.
You don't have to tell me I'm not a very nice person. I know that already.
You are what you are. A beautiful and enchanting woman. Stop trying to fight your own nature, Anne.
Nick, I can be bitchy and I can be demanding, possessive, jealous.
But like every female ever born.
Nick, I'm trying to tell you something. As we are now, if you were to walk away, I could bear it. Just about. I might cry, and I'd probably give Brian hell for a while, but I could take it. If anything started between us, I couldn't do that.
And that's what makes it all worthwhile.
Nick, please don't let us start anything unless you mean it.
Anne, darling, stop worrying. There's nothing to worry about.
I'm sorry, but why do you want to leave?
It's not that I want to, and I have to.
Have to? Why?
Personal reasons.
You're not still bothered about the hijacking business, are you?
No.
Well, you were cleared.
Well, they decided not to charge me. Mostly on your say-so. It's not the same thing.
Look, I knew it couldn't be you, so naturally I stuck by you.
Maybe, but I still wasn't cleared.
Ah, now, come on, Bill. The police were only doing their job. What do you expect? A signed apology? Look, the people who matter are here in this depot, and we believed in you from the start.
Right, so you said.
Well, we did. We never doubted you for a moment, and I think you ought to appreciate that.
Mr. Hammond, I know I had nothing to do with that hijacking. I've no call to feel obliged to anyone else for what they think.
All right, Bill. All right. Is there anything I can do?
I don't really know.
Look, we're getting bigger every day. We're expanding. I mean, there could be promotion. I'd have to talk to the other directors first, of course. But how would you feel about going down to Dover?
Well, I don't reckon the wife would ever move out of London.
Now, look, Bill, I'm trying. I don't want to lose you, but if you veto every suggestion I make...
Well, we'll see how we get on, eh? But if you want to train someone else up, how about Frank Perkins? Just in case.
All right. Bill, in the end, it's up to you.
Yes, Barbara, tonight. If you've got things to do, I'll come over to you. I don't mind speaking in front of Johnny. Never mind what it's about. I'll tell you when I see you. Yes, all right. Right. I'll see you then.
Hello? Well, can't you get an answer?
I don't think she's in.
What? Are you sure?
But I've been ringing the doorbell.
Well, let's go inside and make certain.
Sometimes wonder what I'd have done if I'd found out about my husband and Miss Kingsley while he was still alive. If Robert and I could have talked about it. Perhaps not. At least you know what you're fighting, Jill.
Well, I only wish I knew what to do about it.
Well, it's high time I cleared these tea things.
Mary, did something happen before I came?
Happen? No, why do you ask?
Well, you look as though you've been crying.
Me? Good heavens, no. I'm too old to shed tears. I know what it must be. I was using some disinfectant this morning and some of it splashed up into my eyes. It smarted quite badly at the time. Oh, that'll be David. Let him in, will you?
Hello.
Hello, David.
Hello, Mother.
Help yourself to a drink. I won't be long.
All right. What would you like?
Nothing, thanks.
Would you like to eat out somewhere tonight?
Well, your mother's asked us to stay here.
She wouldn't object if we told her we'd changed our minds.
Well, I've promised her now.
I'm going to tell you about this evening, but you may as well know now. Ted asked me to let you know how grateful we all are.
It was nice of him.
Your money's not tied up with us anymore now. You can do with it what you like.
I know, I've read the letter.
Aren't you pleased?
Look, I've never been concerned about this anyway, David. You're the one who should feel pleased. Now you don't have to feel under any obligation anymore. You're free to do as you like.
By God, I try, Jill. I really do try, but if you're just going to slam the shutters down
I'm
on us then...
stating the obvious, that's all.
Are you quite sure you don't want that drink?
I'm quite sure, thank you.
Well, I'm going to give myself a large one. And then I'm going to have several more large ones.
Don't be so dramatic.
Are you two quite sure that you want to stay? You wouldn't rather go out on your own somewhere?
No, we'd prefer to stay here if that's all right with you, Mary.
Well, of course. I invited you. That's if you have no other plans.
No, we've no plans. None at all.
Well, perhaps you'd ask her what the doctor said.
You can ask her yourself.
Oh, I shall, but I think she'd probably tell you more. Anne talks about her friends, but I don't think she's ever really been very close to anyone. She seems to be able to talk to you. I think she trusts you.
Brian, if Anne should confide in me, I presume it is because she either can't or won't talk to you about it. You're suggesting that I promptly pass it all on?
Oh, no, of course not. But, well, yes. And no, if you like. Anything you feel I ought to know about.
It's up to Anne to tell you what you ought to know.
Ah.
Hello, darling. Pamela, have you been waiting long? I am sorry.
We were wondering what had become of you.
Well, Molly Fraser rang. You remember, darling, Tim and Molly Fraser. Well, they're moving first thing in the morning. She rang and asked me to go and help her pack. Time just flew.
Well, I must say you're looking very well. Seems to have taken you out of yourself.
No, that was the doctor, darling. She was very reassuring. She said there was nothing very much to worry about, and she gave me some drugs, and they worked like a charm. Oh, and Nicholas Fox called round just before I went out.
Oh, I thought he was in Brussels.
Oh, he came for a meeting or something. He said he wanted to see you, but he decided that he wouldn't have time. Anyway, he wants you to ring him.
Oh, right.
Oh, darling, get me a drink first, please.
Certainly. What would you like? A whiskey?
Don't be silly, darling. I hate whiskey. You know that. I want you to tell me yourself how much you borrowed.
I'm married now. You're not responsible for me anymore. I'm independent.
Independent? Is that your idea of independence, to go begging to Mary Hammond?
I didn't.
How much did you take from her?
£5,012. And I didn't ask her, she offered.
You jumped at it.
I didn't. She insisted.
I'm sure she did. She saw a golden opportunity to cause trouble.
Oh, Mum. She did it out of kindness, that's all.
Kindness? Are you really as naive as you seem, or are you just stupid? Do you imagine anyone lends £5,000 out of kindness? Especially a scheming woman like that.
You're wrong, Mum. I know her.
How could you go to her with not a word to me about it?
What's happened to all your fine talk about no lies in your life, no deceit, always telling the truth? First of all, you marry a man I've never even seen, full of big talk and fine schemes, who's fit for nothing except for running into debt. And you go behind my back to the one person in this world who really hates me. Barbara, I'd have helped you. Why didn't you come to me?
I couldn't.
Why not?
I knew what you'd say.
About what?
About Johnny. You've just said it, Mum. You'd have had a field day lecturing me and saying I told you so in 20 different ways. Well, I just couldn't face it. Because whatever you think about him, all right, he's a dreamer. But he needs me. And I love him. Mrs. Hammond didn't say anything. She just offered to help without making me feel a naughty girl who should go and stand in a corner.
I went there prepared to pay her back on the spot. I thought it might be a few £100, but 5,000. I'll have to find it somehow.
You don't have to pay her back. It's my responsibility and not yours!
If you think I owe that woman 1 penny, you must be out of your mind. Oh, God. Why didn't I buy this flat when I had the chance, instead of paying rent all this time? At least I'd have something I could sell.
Oh, Mum, I'm sorry. Don't be like this. I don't want to upset you. But it's nothing to do with you. Really, it isn't.
I know you didn't mean to, but you don't know what you've done to me, Barbara.
I haven't done anything to you, Mum.
I have hopes and dreams like everybody else, but they're dead now. All of them. Mrs. Hammond took advantage of you, Barbara. You're too young, I can't blame you, but she knew exactly what she was doing.
All right, Dave, we'll take them out to lunch if you think it'll help. Yeah. Well, let me know when, will you? Fine.
Can I have a private word with you, please?
Yes, of course. Sit down.
You remember, after your father's will was read, how angry you were?
Yes. That was a long time ago. Why?
You wanted control of the company. Not just a quarter share like the rest of us.
Well, as it happens, it's worked out, more or less.
You can have my shares now, Edward.
Yours?
I'm leaving the company. I want you to buy my shareholding. You can have what you've always wanted. Absolute control of Hammond Transport Services.